I'm
Yeah.
curious, like when you're playing at the Hollywood Bowl and you're going around the world and you're seeing all sorts of different types of people, just like learning about you, and you've done so much in that world and also an insane amount back in the classical world as well. Like all these orchestras, all these recording projects. It's really awesome. Like how does it feel to you kind of like going between these worlds, particularly like on stage? Like the audience for Sarah is is pretty different than the audience for Tchaikovsky. And like, do you feel different on stage? Is it more freeing on stage for some of these? Like, what's it like, kind of hopping between these two?
So I feel like there is nothing that can compare to the feeling that you get when you're performing for arenas of like 20 to 40,000 people. You feel like you're like on some fancy drug or something. Like I don't know what drug that is, but like it's so euphoric. It's so incredible, that energy that you feel from the audience, just feeling that excitement and just everything from the audience is unbelievable. And I think that is something unique, of course, to the popular music world, because we don't get to experience that as classical musicians performing at Carnegie or, Symphony Hall or whatever, because it's just not the same environment. Classical musician patrons don't show up and like get up out of their seats and start dancing and
They
cheer.
struggle getting up out of the seats, like
Yeah, yeah,
physically.
and
So
it's to feel that same way that any pop artist like Stevie or Sarah, or on last Sunday I performed at the MTV Video Music Awards with Doja Cat, or like Saturday Night Live with Shawn Mendes. I've done all these things, and when we watch these artists from afar and think, oh, like their life is so cool, what must their life be like, and oh, it seems so fun and whatnot, and to be able to like really like live that energy that popular music artists live by collaborating with them is such a gift, because we don't get that anywhere else as classical musicians, so I have really loved that aspect of it, and it always like makes my heart grow more in love with music, because in these arena settings or big audience settings, you get to share your art and your love for music with even that many more people that are just so excited to hear it. But then, in the classical music world, I think what's different about it is not the excitement, because I feel like classical music is my soul at the core. It's really important to me to also, keep playing classical and doing my classical music projects, but it's exciting in a different way, and definitely more nerve-wracking, because, like the repertoire tends to be, difficult in different ways, and just a different kind of excitement and nervousness, I guess, when it's like anxiousness when it's classical music, because you with classical, you have to deliver everything perfectly, and not that you don't in the pop music world, but it's a lot more involved than maybe some of this other stuff.